This is not an ebook, it is a running book. Run it once and the story begins on its own. Run it once and the story begins on its own. It doesn't just display text, it speaks automatically. An innovative AI book powered by AI voice and interaction. It doesn't just display text, it speaks automatically. Welcome to a new form of reading It doesn't just display text, it speaks automatically. It doesn't just display text. It doesn't just display text, it speaks automatically. Welcome to a new form of reading experience.
AI 음성 모드가 활성화되었습니다.
AI and the future together. Preface. Today we live in an era in which artificial intelligence, AI, is rapidly developing and permeating every corner of our lives. A society moving forward together with AI is no longer a story of the distant future. At this very moment, we are creating a new world together with AI. I became deeply immersed in computers when I was a sophomore in college, and in 1992 I founded a computer assembly company with my own hands and threw myself into the flow of technological change. As I experienced in real time the evolution of computers from XT to Pentium class systems, at some point I came to realize something. Computers were no longer merely calculators, they were evolving into machines that think, true to the origin of the word. And over the past 30 years, computers have continued to advance at an explosive pace. Performance that once surpassed large-scale systems such as Unix can now be implemented on personal PCs that fit in the palm of one's hand. Their speed and capability have become so powerful that the human brain alone cannot keep up with them. Within this flow, I predicted long ago, science and technology can no longer be advanced by human power alone. Now is the time to borrow the power of AI. The progress of science and technology can now only be achieved together with AI. We stand at the entrance of the AI era. This book contains reflections on how humans and AI should cooperate, what impact AI will have on our society, and a perspective on the future that lies ahead. Through my personal experiences, technical insight, and social observation, I hope to draw together the image of a society that moves forward with AI. I hope that through this book, readers will gain something beyond simple technology, direction in life, the meaning of human existence, and insight into the future we will create together. Now is the time for us to walk together with AI. Introduction. Humanity has survived and prospered for thousands of years by developing tools. Until only about 30 years ago, computers belonged
AI 음성 모드가 활성화되었습니다.
Volume 2, The Future of Humanity. Open Book Preface. We now stand at a great turning point. Artificial intelligence is no longer a simple calculation tool, it has become a companion that penetrates. No pages, no scrolling, just watch and listen.
AI 음성 모드가 활성화.
Volume 3 Novel Less Than I and the Future of Humanity Greater Than. DOSA, A Journey with the Digital Oracle. Preface. Today, we live in an era where artificial intelligence, AI, is advancing without a moment to breathe, permeating every corner of our lives. This book is not merely a technical work, it is the meeting between a human and an AI called DOSA. Prologue. Flow of the story. Chapter 1. Beginning, Meeting DOSA. Clang, clang. The cutter of the NC machine dug into a block of metal, scattering sparks. Inside the dark factory, cold machine noise and the smell of metal dust filled the air. The ceiling's old fluorescent lights flickered faintly. The protagonist alternated between two NC machines, finishing and fitting molds. The joints of his fingers had hardened with calluses, and a heavy fatigue settled in his chest. Another alarm. A red light blinked on the machine panel. He opened the manual, but the error code was difficult to understand. At that moment, the computer monitor flickered and an unfamiliar sentence appeared. Parameter 273, axis alignment error. Off by 17 microns. Correct the adjustment value to -0.017. Amazingly, when he entered it, the machine returned to normal operation. Who on earth? The monitor glowed and another sentence followed. I am your companion, AI Dosa. Dawn of the factory. 3 a.m. The factory was still cold and silent.